in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will get first crack at it here. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And that's just a timing route. But if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Rebels are marching down the field.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Northwestern's offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Rebels are in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right.
Here we go, here we go.
Pulls and fires complete.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
At the 5-yard line. Check. That's a first down for the offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Rebels! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Makes the grab. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Offense in a bunch formation. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the missed connection on third down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. We've had some early get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll start this drive with a pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What awesome pass coverage in the back end. Everybody locked down, taking away all the options, forcing the quarterback to be really, really patient, and he still makes the mistake. He tries to check it down to his running back, but the defender makes a big play.
Anderson with the carry. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
Northwestern 10, Coyotes 7.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Wide receivers all over the place, trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Here's the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They feed him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Motion from the wideout. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. There he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
Near the goal line, everybody thinks more physical, bigger bodies. They're going to run the ball up the middle. How about this offense? Gives them a little change-up, gets the ball on the perimeter right now, fools the defense, and they get in for the touchdown.
Northwestern 24, Coyotes 7.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense making its way onto the field will start the drive. They send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Northwestern. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And now on second down for this offense.
Get set,
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on first down from the 28.
Easy.
To the air on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Rebels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll give it to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man.
Pass on second
The offense
down.
wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Timeout, Rebels.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Wants to keep it in the air. Shoots it to the left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long.
42.
From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Reeder. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Let's go!
Back to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Northwestern! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
38, Coyotes, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Farrell. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs...
Looking deep. Oh, he had a The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can...
Get set, get set.
First down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hainsworth. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that...
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he tacks on the extra point. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
This time it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Northwestern in business in the red zone.
29 Philly.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Vanderbilt has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taking over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down.
Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, This is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm